Hi, I'm Debbie and I've been doing Shift and Sustain for the last 3 months. Before joining, I had always struggled with my weight. I had done an absolute minefield of different diets and schemes and promises of losing weight. But the problem was nothing ever stuck. I couldn't be consistent for long enough, and the weight would go back on. And I think this is where Shift and Sustain is really different, because it's not a diet at all, and there's so much support in there, and the support for me has been crucial. I've managed to be consistent the entire time I've been on the program. Of course, there's been days that have been more challenging than others, but overall, if I look at it compared to any other weight loss program I've done, this one I have been much more focused and consistent on. And I think that is because we have the weekly Zoom calls, where even if you don't participate in a Zoom call, you get something just from hearing other people's challenges, because 9 times out of 10, if somebody's struggling with something, we can usually relate to it as well. So the support has been great. For me personally, I think it's just to be heard. I think it's just to be heard of the challenges I might be having that week, or when something hasn't quite gone my way, there's other people there to say, well, actually this worked for me. And I think the whole nurturing support that you get on this program is second to none. So we have the weekly Zooms, then we've got the Facebook group as well. I can hold myself accountable to what I'm eating. I can get advice on a meal idea or something like that with qualified nutritionists and coaches. So there is so much support in there. I've basically used everything that we've been given. There are lessons every single week that we listen to that teaches us to get a deeper connection with ourselves and to learn more about weight loss, how it works, how our body works, educates us on nutrition. So we get, it's off, they're all there from the get-go. Everything's there from the start. And week by week, there's a building of that knowledge, and then we keep ourselves accountable. And but I think the thing is that the sprints and things that we do are all quite short and are quite manageable. Nothing's overwhelming. If anybody's struggling, there's always someone that they can reach out to. And I think when you're losing weight, that's really, really important. For me, I started this 3 months ago, and in 3 months I am a couple of pounds away from losing 2 stones and going down 3 dress sizes. So it's been hugely beneficial to me. I've been able to recover quicker from an ankle injury, which has now in turn meant that I've been able to get more active. My mood is better. My whole body just feels better. I've got much more energy as well. But also my attitude to food has changed fundamentally, and this is something I never saw coming. I was always what I would class myself as a real foodie, constantly occupied by what meal I was going to have next. And from learning the fundamentals of the proper nutrition, I'm no longer that person. I don't need food in the same way that I did before. I'm not emotionally eating like I was. Food really is now, to me, just fuel to keep our body running, and I'm much more mindful about what I put into it. And as a result, my skin feels better, my hair feels better, my energy levels are better. So yeah, it's just been life-changing for me. So if you're considering doing Shift and Sustain, just don't hesitate. Really don't hesitate. It is such a warm, welcoming community, and such committed experts dedicated to you getting the best results. It will be the best thing you have done to achieve your weight loss goals, but also for yourself and for your self-care and your overall wellness. Don't hesitate, just do it. Thank you for listening.